What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day. Now, the other day, EA Dice absolutely splurged and released a ton of brand new information about the future of Battlefield 2042. Now, as we always know, they typically like to keep things on the low until it's presentable to showcase to the audience. So, usually we don't hear about new content, new, information, new anything until very close until that date. But EA Dice, like I said, they absolutely splurged. We know everything about Season 4. We know their plans for the next upcoming couple of updates and patches. And we also know a little something about Season 5 as well. Yeah, they went all the way out to that date too. Now, I do want to go ahead and make this extremely clear before we get into today's video, because I don't want to finesse anybody into purchasing this game or anybody coming at my neck, for listening to this commentary, listening to my opinion, listening to the news, and then making a purchase afterwards. If you didn't enjoy Battlefield 2042 in its prime, more than likely, I have to be real with you, you might not enjoy it now. It's the same exact game. The bugs, glitches are all polished off. It's much more smoother. It's a little bit more playable. There's more content. The map reworks are fantastic. The new maps are really good. So yeah, it's more playable, but if you didn't like Battlefield 2042 because of the core features, you won't like it now. But lucky enough for a lot of you guys, Battlefield 2042 is actually going free to play in December. Yes, this month right here. So if you want to try it out for yourself and go a little bit further than just listening to a YouTube video, you can go ahead and do so that month. See it, test it, try out all the new maps, try out all the new weapons, and just see if it's worth the cash or even if it's worth keeping it installed on your console or PC. Now, to start off, if you're an individual expecting a lot of new content out of Battlefield 2042, I am sad to say, I don't think they're really going to be breaking the one map per season rule anytime soon or, anywhere in the future. They already confirmed that they weren't going to do it with the initial seasons that they had here. But now looking even further with Season 5 and up, I think we're getting the same exact thing. So if you're expecting tons of content being introduced into this game, don't expect them to go too crazy. But again, like I said, with my mindset of Battlefield 2042 right now, I'm just trying to see where these developers are at. It's a lot of new people here, a lot of new faces. I want to see if they can improve this game to a more playable spot to give me a little bit more confidence that they know what they're doing when it comes to the next Battlefield game. But the content that we will be getting is a lot of reworks, and of course, you can see right here a brand new map as well. Now, I believe the name of this map is called Exploration, and the way to describe it is something more like Metro or Operation Lockers, more close-quartered, mostly infantry combat. So I don't know if it's going to be any vehicles on this map, which is fine with me because we don't have many maps in this game that focus only on infantry. Yeah, we have some maps that are more condensed that have good infantry spots, but nothing that's only infantry. And honestly, from the looks of this map, it looks kind of like Metro as well. So I'll be real, like I said, despite if you enjoy or hate Battlefield 2042, I think this will be a very good introduction for people who do enjoy the game, and even for people who don't enjoy it, this is just going to be great, It looks like it's going to be your traditional Battlefield meat grinder map. Now, that could go, one of two ways. It could either be horrible, where, the meat grinding is extremely one-sided, and if you and your team aren't competent enough, you're going to get destroyed, or the map design can be good, where you can have different flank paths, alternate ways to take, while it still feels like a meat grinder map. That's what we're looking for here. So if they can nail that playstyle, this could actually be a really good introduction into Battlefield 2042. And keep in mind, this is coming Season 4. So not anytime soon, but early 2023, they said. So, obviously keep your eyes open for this one right here. Other than that, the most recent reworked maps to keep your eyes peeled for are Manifest, which is coming out in December. And I believe the next map is going to be Breakaway, which I believe, is early 2023? They claim it's going to be Update 3.2, and I think Update 3.2 is, I believe, early 2023. So it's going to be a little bit of patience that is required to get these maps into the game. But honestly, like I said, I think people are at a point where they're accepting Battlefield 2042 more now. So I think their patience levels have increased, because honestly, the game is pretty much at a state where it should have been at day one. And I think people are accepting it a little bit more. Now, should we accept it for that? No. Honestly, no, not at all. It took a year to get it to this spot. But, like I said, if you're a person who really enjoys this game, you're probably going to like it even more in its current spot. So waiting for these reworks to come out probably won't be as tedious as it was waiting for, content to come out day one in this game. And I also got to say, the maps look pretty darn good. They showcased them in their blog post they put up, so we got to see a little bit of the details they introduced, and it looks pretty solid. Like I said, they have not really messed up a rework. Every single rework they have made has made the map 10 trillion times more replayable. So I don't really expect them to mess any of these up. I find it hard to believe if they do so. So I'm very interested to see how these are going to turn out. And of course, they're still going to be working on Discarded and Hourglass. And sadly, Hourglass is going to be held until the very last. I got to say, Hourglass is probably my most hated map in this game. Again, I understand where some people like it. Snipers, more long-range players might really enjoy it. But for me personally, it's too tedious. It's not enough ways for AR and SMG players to have a good time. Even in the city part, it just doesn't feel good enough, in my opinion. So hopefully the work that they're putting towards that map is going to be substantial, because they are literally holding it until the very, very end. I believe until Season 5, which, like I said, is a very long time. And also, a little bit talking about Season 5 here, they are hinting at another map. They're bringing back a Battlefield 4 Classic. And they said it's going to be perfect for infantry and also for vehicle gameplay as well. Now, when I sat back and I thought about this, I thought, what has the whole community been complaining about since day one? The lack of destruction, the lack of insane events. What map do you guys think they're going to be bringing back from Battlefield 4? Now, again, like I said, I'm not right. None of you guys are right. Until it's confirmed, we have no clue. But me personally, I think it's Siege of Shanghai. Now, there are a ton of good maps in Battlefield 4. I got to say, I don't even know if I hate any of the maps, any of the base maps in Battlefield 4, to be honest. But like I said, the most iconic map that everybody can recall from is Siege of Shanghai, just simply because of the tower. The vehicle gameplay was solid, the infantry gameplay was solid, and it was enough space for everybody to have a good enough time, while at the same time having a live event with the tower that was absolutely epic. And every time you loaded up that map, it felt just as epic as it did the first time. I feel like they're going to be introducing that map into Battlefield 2042, especially all these years later with technology improving. I would love to see what that would actually look like current day. Now, I really hope it's better, because Battlefield 2042 has been disappointing with destruction, but if they are specifically reworking a map with that in mind, I hope they put their absolute all into it. And one last important thing that I want to talk about, Update 3.2, they're going to be introducing the class system. Yes, finally, they're going to be introducing classes into Battlefield 2042. I am extremely curious what this is going to be like when it comes to this game. Trust me, I know I took a little bit of a break, especially with Modern Warfare 2 coming out here, and I'm still going to be playing Modern Warfare 2. Trust me, I'm really loving that game right now. But there are a lot of interesting things happening with Battlefield 2042 right now that I want to go ahead and dabble in, and the class system is definitely one of them. I want to see if that will improve anything about this overall experience to the core. I'm talking about the core vibes of Battlefield. I want to know if adding classes will improve that, or whatever their middle ground for classes and specialists is basically going to be. But ladies and gentlemen, this is pretty much the future of Battlefield 2042. All the content that we'll pretty much see up until Season 5. So what, like close to the middle of next year, 2023, has basically been revealed to us. We know that we will get, a new map, one new map per each season. There will be a remaster coming back in Season 5. So sadly, we won't see any other remasters. And also, what's up with that? Portal got no love. I'm kind of disappointed about that. I thought Portal was going to turn into something that was going to branch off and maybe bring stuff from Battlefield, 1 and Hardline, all these different games, and just, make it the ultimate thing. Like how Forge is in Halo, but have that with Battlefield. I thought that was going to be really cool. So hopefully in the future they keep adding on to that. But one remaster coming into Season 5, one new map coming into each new season, and also we have all the maps being reworked in this game, which will be trickled out every other update. And of course, don't forget, every new season there'll be battle passes, new weapons, and of course, like they promised, every other update they're going to be adding in portal weapons into the all-out warfare experience to add a little bit more variety within the game. I gotta say, at the end of the day, even though the game is panning out to be a little bit more decent now, and it's at a place where it should have been day one, this, to me personally, still is pretty much unacceptable to, expect out of a Battlefield title. This game really will probably have less content than any Battlefield game known to mankind by the time we get another Battlefield project out there, which is really disappointing. But again, like I said, I'm trying to avoid that and just think, this is pretty much a test game at this point. We're seeing what the new developers are capable of, and hopefully they can make the next title even better. But ladies and gentlemen, do me a massive favor, go down in the comment section and leave your opinions down below on how you feel about the future content drops for Battlefield 2042. Are you disappointed about, only having one map per season? Do you think it's fine? Do you agree with me, just treat it as a test game? Or do you think this game is still obviously a complete flop? We actually did a poll the other day on my channel, and a lot of people are, coming to the conclusion that it is improving, It's not completely trash anymore, even though there's still a ton of people who think that. But I feel like a lot of people are just like I said, they're gaining a little bit more patience for this project, and they're seeing that, it's a lot of new developers on this game. So I believe there's a ton of people out there who are honestly starting to give them a little bit more slack. But ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for checking out this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like button. Once I hit it, leave a dislike. Also, if you're brand new to the content, if you subscribe and that notification button. Also, on chat with this too, we do start Twitter and Discord, both linked down in the description. And also, want to catch me live streams of video games over on Twitch, link that's in the description as well. But guys, thanks so much for tuning in. See you on the next one. Peace out.